Navigating Medicare could be quite difficult, right? And as someone who's been in this industry for 10 years now, who's spoken to over 1,000 clients, answered a million questions, it could be quite difficult to try to figure out what is the most suitable option for you when it comes to Medicare. You may be trying to figure out whether you should go with original Medicare or maybe a Medicare Advantage plan, or what we're going to be talking in today's video, which is a Medigap policy. So it's going to be difficult, but just having that knowledge, just figuring out what's like a better option for you and then asking some questions in regards to that, it's going to make your journey through Medicare pretty easy. So today we're going to actually break down Medicare Supplement policies, and we're just going to talk about whether or not it might be something that could be available to you and whether or not you should actually get it, right? So let's go ahead on and get started. My name is Tamoy Cooks. I am the agent next door. In today's video, we're just going to talk Medicare Supplement policies. So let's go ahead on and jump into this thing. So first things first, before we actually jump into Medicare supplements or Medigap plans, I want to talk about original Medicare because I think that's important to understand before you understand the Medicare supplements. A Medicare or original Medicare, it's your A and your B, covers your medical and your hospital. Now see, the caveat about these things is a few things. Number one, it only covers 80% of the costs for your Medicare, which means that you're responsible for the other 20%. In addition to that, it doesn't come with any prescription drug coverage, so you got to get a separate prescription drug plan. And then it doesn't come with any additional benefits such as your dental, vision, hearing, or things like that when it comes to original Medicare. So you may be saying, okay, well, I have to be responsible for 20% of the costs whenever I go and get some services done. And that could be a lot of money, right? Because 20% of, for example, $100,000 could be means that you're paying $20,000. For example, if you go to the hospital, or if you go see a specialist, having to pay 20% of that could be quite expensive, right? So what are the options for you out there if you don't actually want to have to pay that 20%? Well, that is where a Medigap or Medicare Supplement policy comes in. It's because that is a plan offered by the private insurance carriers to cover the costs that Medicare does not cover for you. Now, of course, it does have a monthly premium associated with it, but it's designed so that when you go inside of a doctor's office, you're not having to worry about any copays or co-insurances or any bills, right? And another thing about the Medicare supplements or Medigap policies is that you can use it across the country. So anywhere Medicare is taken, the Medigap policies also have a huge network of doctors that goes along with Medicare. So if you're someone that likes to travel or you're someone that lives state to state, Medigap policies are very, very good for their doctor network. Now, there are different type of standardized Medigap plans, and they each have a different letter that is associated with them. Now, let's say we were to choose, for example, a Plan G. A Plan G for Humana is the same type of coverage as a Plan G for United Healthcare or WellCare or wherever you decide to get your supplement policy from. Now, of course, the price is different depending on the insurance carrier that you choose, but a Plan G for this carrier looks like the exact same Plan G as another carrier. So the good thing is, if you were to decide to choose like a Plan G or Plan N or Plan A or Plan B, whatever it is, it's going to look the same no matter what carrier that you choose, which is good for people to understand when it comes to their actual benefits. Now, you may have been asking this whole time, well, if there's different types of plans, right, and they all kind of cover the same thing, why are there different types of plans, right? Well, of course, each plan letter does have different amounts of benefits that they each come with. So if you actually go to medicare.gov, or you can actually just go to Google and you can actually Google your different types of Medicare supplement plans by letter, and it will actually be able to break down that for you so that you can see which each plan covers for you. But essentially, another thing that you should also keep in mind when it comes to Medicare Supplement or Medigap plans is you will have to get a separate prescription drug plan separately. And on top of that, it does not include any additional benefits such as dental, vision, and hearing benefits or anything of that nature. But if you are someone that does not want to worry about any medical bills or anything like that, Medigap plan or Medicare Supplement policy could be very good for you. If you love a huge doctor network, well, Medicare Supplement or Medigap plan could be very good for you. If you're someone that isn't quite in the best health or you see a lot of doctors, Medigap or Medicare Supplement plan could be very, very good for you. So please be sure to visit Medicare.gov, speak to an agent or someone that could actually explain the different plans to you and could go over the pricing for a Medigap policy. If you don't want to pay that 20%, a Medigap policy could be very, very good for you in the Medicare realm. And that is the end of our video on today. If you did learn something, please like and subscribe. And I want way more videos like this so that you can continue to be educated on the Medicare side. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.